I was just in my vehicle, one of one. I've yet to see any other vehicle like this one right here. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Gigante. That is a fully loaded 2024 Honda Prologue Elite. And me, I'm a fully bald, your favorite bald guy, Dominic at Tracy Honda, your social media manager. Ladies and gentlemen, I lost my brother on July 5th of this year. Then I ended up losing my uncle, and it's been quite a ride for my family. Anyhow, my brother believed in this right here, this social media thing, this walk arounds and stuff like that. So keep his spirit alive. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look at this 2026 fully loaded Honda Civic Sport Hybrid Touring Sedan. A lot of vehicle. So the first thing I want to point out to you is this front end. Now this front end was switched in 2025, and those LED lights look so damn nice. 2025, this was switched up right here. So you got the double honeycomb grill. You see that right there? Double honeycomb grill. Those LED lights always look so damn nice on this car. Oh yeah. Honda emblem right here, with your Honda sensing and all that safety stuff, that's right there. And yeah, you can see that is the new interior I'm about to show you here. The alternate interior, not really new, but something you're not used to seeing. 2026 Civic 4-door hybrid sport touring. You got 49 combined, 50 city, 47 highway, MSRP of $33,945. You can always email me, Dominic at TracyHonda.com for sales. Make sure I get you taken care of. And, you know, if you've ever seen me on social media, you know I got tons and legions of happy buyers. So the next thing you're going to notice on this vehicle when you're looking at it, that it's a touring, is you're going to notice these wheels right here. So those wheels come with it. Super nice. Oh man, I love them. And double check those really fast because it's so dark. I don't want to try to just put my camera on there. But those tires are going to be right here, 235, 40, 18-inch alloy wheels. Now on the inside, you can see it all illuminated here. Let's start with the back. So the door's locked. You just put your hand in the handle, open it up, and it'll unlock. It'll illuminate the interior. I like to do these walks in the night because everybody does the daytime walks, and you know they all look great. But how awesome does this platinum white pearl, if you didn't notice, look in the dark? Carrying over from 2025, you have these smoke tail lights. So new for 2026, you got the sport badging blacked out. You got that touring badging blacked out. You also have this blacked out hybrid badging right there. Check that out, all shiny and metallic. Just like that platinum white pearl, you see all shiny and metallic. Civic badging's blacked out now. You have these sensors right here on the bottom. This is what makes the touring the sport touring. That's the walkaway auto locks. I didn't do anything, but what you want to do is this. Hit this once. That means it caught the signal. Then hold that till it flashes. You see how it flashed right now? The red flash right there. The first set of 3 flashes is the vehicle starting. You don't hear it because there's battery reserve. Second set of 3 flashes is the vehicle's either warming up or cooling off. Now you can either reach right underneath this Honda emblem and grab and pop that open, or you can just hold this right here where it says hold. And I'll pop open your trunk, kind of like a self-lifting trunk right there on those hydraulics, those pistons, what have you. 60-40 split, carrying over from 2025. This, if you've ever wanted to know what the cargo tray looks like, this is what it looks like. And then you got the high walls, which is great because it's going to help mitigate any spills or what have you. Now, it's really, really dim because that's not an LED light. So I definitely would want to recommend somebody changing that to LED lighting. This way, if you ever need to get a hold of your fixed and flat kit, you know, or your funnel, or you know, hook that up, you can do that, or you can just purchase a spare. Now, I'm not sure if you can see, but right there's a handle. You grab this handle, boom, there you go. All that MPG that I was talking about is 87 octane, as long as this vehicle is unlocked. So see how I can't push that open? So just put my hand in the handle here. It'll unlock. It'll illuminate the interior, which looks nice. Even with the tint, you can see still inside there, and you can see me. But there you go. Pop that open right there. Bam. So this is still locked, which means I need to come right over here, And look at the weight. Oh my gosh. Let me pull this right over there, and then we'll do all the other stuff. I want you to see how nice this looks. I mean, just the way that the piping matches this right here. So let's go ahead and depress the brake pedals of your sport brake pedals right there. Again, it's dark, so let me take you somewhere nice and lit up, like this 9-inch screen you see lighting up right here. You got your multi-informational display. These rollers are going to control the left side. These rollers right here are going to control the right side. See them? So if you want to see your safety and support, then you're going to push this in. Now that you got this pushed in right here, you can see that you can get a hold of your road departure mitigation. And that's when you try to switch a lane without using your blinker. And it might do some braking. It might jerk you into the lane. That's what it's doing. Blind spot information is exactly that. It's your blind spot information. See that right there? Your blind spot information. So that's the brakes. That's the brakes right there. And then right down here underneath the blind spot information, that's your low speed braking control. Have you ever been like backing up into something and it just like brakes on you? It's like beep, 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 and it just brakes. Well, that's to turn off the beep, and that's to turn off that low speed braking control. And this is your collision mitigation braking system. Common way to explain that: you're driving, you're trying to swerve in and out of lanes, and then right before you swerve in and out of a lane, there's nobody there, but then the car like jerks you back because it thinks you're gonna collide with the object in front of it. Now it wants me to connect the new device, which I'm gonna get to in just a second. It's gonna start beeping because I don't have my seatbelt on, so let me just go ahead and do that. But this is what it looks like in the dark. Super nice looking vehicle. Oh my gosh. Push this backwards right here. This is my hammerhead that I got from Hawaii, out in Oahu at the Oahu the Aloha stadium there. They have a swap meet. I grew up in San Jose. We call them flea markets. So check out this high definition right here. Now this is when I switch over to this angle right here. I look at my mirrors and I always see how close I'm coming to what's behind me. So that's an example that I always try to show off in these videos right here. So if you ever wondered, I use those features all the time. Just got out of a CRV. We now have that touring video that was right before this one. Congratulations again to my wife. Gorgeous. You deserve it. Been with me, oh my gosh, going on 12 years. Coming up on our 11-year anniversary on October 29th, 2014. That was the last time the Giants won the World Series, when they won those 3 World Series, remember, within 5 years. Yep, and ever since then, my wife and I have been happily married. As long as I don't eat the last bite of food or try to take a bite of her food, we all good. She is a foodie. Don't want to make a foodie mad. All right, so check this out. Let me show you what I was talking about. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that. I forgot I got this microphone on right here. So here's your walk around. Beautiful looking platinum white pearl. There's those 18-inch wheels right there, the Continental tires. And then there's the backup right there. It's been smoked on those backup lights, those back tail lights, the LED lights, blacked out badging. And then here's another side profile right here. The blacked out side mirrors. And then once again, your LED tail lights. New front grille since 2025 has carried over. The black is what's new for 2026. So if you wanted to know what it is, then there it is. And if you want a nice picture, check that out. Ooh wee, that's a nice shot with the light and then the background there. Ooh wee. Let's go right here, Dom. Drop down, and then we'll just take this little side angle right there too. So yeah, that's what I do. There's your walk around of the outside. Once again, if you didn't see it when I was pointing out to you, that's the blind side information that I was mentioning right there. And if you need to see it again, this is the 2026 Civic 4-door hybrid sport touring, platinum white pearl with the gray interior, MSRP of $33,945 US dollars, 49 combined, 50 city, 47 highway, and we put things like all-weather mats, wheel locks. We have a clear shield protection on our vehicles. Again, this is just a walk around of the vehicle to show you what the vehicle looks like and everything. As long as it's unlocked, you have a capless fuel filler. You can put that 87 octane right there in your capless fuel filler. Sit inside here. Now this vehicle seats pretty much all the way back. In fact, let me prove it right here. So you got a multi-adjusting driver's seat, as well as a power driver's seat and passenger seat. There's a look at this interior, which I think is super nice. Those were the sport pedals I was trying to show you in the dark. Those are going to come on sport trims. So there's the seat all the way back. Okay. And just to demonstrate, it's not a lot of room if someone has their seat all the way back. It's definitely not going to be comfortable, but I can still, as long as somebody like doesn't have their seat back all the way back like such. Hold on. So as long as somebody doesn't have their seat all the way back, I have pretty much, you know, it's not going to be the most comfortable road trip, but I got, you know, some pretty good space right here to still sit behind. So if you're a 6-footer and what have you, and you got some passengers, you can go ahead and get your 6 foot on. See, check that out. And I've put plenty of people in this vehicle to know how it works. Now there's no ventilation and there's no USBs right here, but even sitting as far back as I am right now, and that at a very minimum, look, that's on the 1 and a 73. You see that? I can feel that right back here. So from all those test drives I've taken, those test drives have helped me out tremendously because it's allowed me to do things like these videos and explain them not only at a point of view, but you know, when you're driving around in this vehicle and you get stuck, you can come to these videos and they're going to actually help you out, give you something informative, give you something helpful, and give you something that you're going to love, which is what I do this for. So what I'm going to do right now is zoom in right here really quick. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and go 3. Now I'm going to go in just a second and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this. Let's go ahead and zoom out 2 really quick and then we'll get right back into it. But you have Bose premium surround sound in this vehicle. What I like about the Bose premium surround sound is that. So I'll call it surround sound. This is Bose premium sound system. I grew up calling it that because I always associate Bose with surround sound. Anyhow, so what you're gonna want to do, you got biometrics or whatever on your phone, unlock your phone, obviously. Pull from the top right here where it says Bluetooth, hit that Bluetooth devices right there. And what you're gonna do is hit Android Auto. In this case, it's gonna tell you search for devices, so go ahead and do that. So once again, I forgot I got the zoom in. Boom, pull your main thing down, go into your settings where your Bluetooth is, search for devices, and then you're gonna see I just got a brand new phone. Check it out, that new Pixel right there. It's so nice. Pair new device. So in this case, you should see Pixel 10 Pro XL. Come on up. Still using this 14 Pro Max, but for what I need this to do, oh my goodness, this worked out fabulous. Anyhow, so the pairing code is 572228. Also allow access to calls and all that. You say no now and then just pair it. So something new with Android Auto that came with an updates. So don't allow access to my message. And we're going to go ahead and enable this Android Auto right here. And then you're going to connecting to Android Auto will disconnect from the Wi-Fi. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So while we do that, give me just a second here. Oh, wow, that's me all up in your face. What I wanted to do while it's connecting right there is show you this vehicle's rest of this display right here. So once you click out of there, you keep on scrolling down, and then what you'll get to is what everybody loves, that range and that fuel. So there you go. Check it out. So you got the 9-inch display here. It's really bright. So let me turn that down just a tad. There we go. Put that in the dark mode. So you got your 9-inch display here. And then what we're going to want to do is go into Spotify. Big thank you to Mad Beats Music. Big thank you to Mad Beats Music. Go into search. What we're going to listen to is the MADBEATS. Mad Beats Music. There he is. Right there on Spotify. Give him a follow. And nice, we're getting those monthly listeners up. Let's get that over 100. Can we get that over 100? Anyways, he got some brand new music that he has out. Check that out. Brand new music by Mad Beats Music. So let's just go ahead and put this on play right here. Look at me, you're Poison, I'll be the one. And now what you're going to want to do when you get this vehicle, now that you got all your beats going on right there, you're going to want to go into general, sound, and then make sure your Bose center point surround sound system's on. And then make sure that you have your mids and everything all the way up. And then what you're going to want to do is turn the volume up. So let's get right back to this drive I'm going to do for y'all. Thank you again for sticking around for all these videos, all these different years and dealerships. It's been such a huge journey. So we're going to put this vehicle down and drive, and we're going to just do a little spin right here. 200 horsepower. Oh my gosh. And then what we want to do is hit this right there. Hit that right there. Hey Google, turn on my heated seats. Heated seats turn on. Which you'll also see on the display up here as well. So this is normal, how we pull out normally. Test that one. There we go. And when you slow down, you hit this left, what you would call a paddle shifter, which is your deceleration selector. Now, we're going to get this down in the eco mode, which you'll see here. It's also in your multi-informational display as well. Not going to go too quick or what have you, but I will get to a point where I'm in a straightaway here. But what I want to do is show off the automatic high beams and how much vision you have. So that's the 0.5 angle, but I want to give you a nice big view of what we're looking at. Turn this up a little. The bottom right of your steering wheel is your lane keeping assist. It's going to pull up your avatar right in the middle of your display. Same avatar that if you hit the brakes, it will light up the brakes. And when it recognizes the lanes, it'll turn green, keeping you centered in the lane. Now you see the automatic high beams just kicked in. When somebody comes in front of me, once they make contact with, like that light you just seen there, the automatic high beams will shut off and allow you to continue your journey. Now when you're driving in ECON mode, you're going to maximize things like your vehicle's from working hard. It's going to keep the accelerations, prevent them from shifting so quickly, lower your shiftings. But like here, when you're in these windy roads, you even slow down to 25 or even use your deceleration selectors. Sometimes there's a little bit of I believe it's called, you can feel passengers kind of swaying like this, right? So to get over that, what you're going to go right underneath your shifter is your drive mode. And now try putting that in sport mode. The sport mode is going to shift a little bit quicker, but it's also going to turn a lot smoother. So just something to mention. Now, everybody loves this 0 to 60 right here. The people here drive in Econ mode. Bay Area commuters, there's an example of the right there. So let's say 3, 2, 1. As soon as I say 1, I usually just step on the gas. And then what I'm going to do is basically say, there you go, or snap my fingers once I get to the 60 mark. So hope this works, and here we go. Quick shifting, and this is an Econ mode. 0 to 60 there. How was that? So that's Econ mode. Anyhow, I just really enjoy driving this vehicle with the lane keeping assist because it keeps me centered in the lane. Really enjoy listening to music on the Bose because the bass just has a little bit more of that. You can feel the bass hitting more, and it kind of does a little bit better job separating out the mids and the highs and the lows. So now we're going to slow down, and once we get down here, we're going to go from a turn as if we're getting on the highway, like I tell my people, right onto a turn, and then there is your 0 to 60 there. So got to jump in front of a Tesla there, and there it is. So it's just gonna get you everything that you needed to get you to how it needs you to get there, and at the same time, while you're getting there, what I love, especially what I prefer, what I like to mention, is that it's quick when it needs to be quick, but it's a very, very smooth. So when you're driving this vehicle and you push the set button, first you're going to do is push the top left button. That's going to activate your cruise control. Push the set button there, and then you just kind of like, I put it in 45 because there's nobody behind me, and I just pretty much guide the vehicle. I have a hour commute pretty much from Tracy, California to deeper in the Central Valley off the 99 highway. So since I'm known to take back roads and things like that, what I like to do is just kind of smooth, lay back. I don't really drive with my high beams on. Whenever it does that, I just kind of hit the high beam, the lighting stick once, and then it disables that. So if you're not a fan of the automatic high beams, don't worry about that. It's all there. What I'm going to do, as soon as we get back into that lit up area, I'm going to show you the settings on this vehicle. So congratulations if you're a new owner. What I'm going to do is show you your settings. So that cancels the cruise control, that big long beep you just heard. I do it by hitting the paddle shifters. Then I make a right. These are called deceleration selectors right here on Larch. And because it's a hybrid, it makes that noise, which is just letting pedestrians know there's a vehicle traveling at a low speed behind you or coming up behind you or in front of you or what have you in your blind side. But a nice smooth ride. There's the end of a California sunset, if you can see that background, the Altamont that I always have. Please subscribe to my channel if you like car tent just like this. I love getting these cars and these trucks and these SUVs and just driving them. I've always been a fan of new vehicles since I was a young boy with hair. I'm doing everything I can to just kind of stay organic, but 100,000 subscribers would be nice to get the road to a million going there. But again, we're at like, I don't know, just sitting at 4,500 or something. So thank you to all of you who are always returning from the original subscribing community. Always get a lot of new viewers, a lot of new viewers, and hello to all of you, gentlemen, ladies, boys and girls, even. What's going on? I'm glad you like the Honda brand, because the Honda brand likes you back, and it's gonna like you even more. Now I have an LX, I have a Sport, I have a Sport Hybrid, and I have a Sport Touring right here in my 2026 playlist. Go check it out. You can see the difference between them all, the gas mileage between them all. You can see the smartphone integration between them all, the pricing. I mean, everything is all there for you. So check it out. Let me know what you think. And if there's ever something you want me to adjust or what have you, the comments on moderated for, a lot of rude comments, but there's a lot of moderated comments just because of that. But what I want to know is what you want to see. What do you want to see, the audience? What's something that you want to be touched on more that I might not touch on? So I can touch on that for you, So anyhow, let me go ahead and come right here and show you this avatar I was talking about this whole time. See how my brakes are right here? If I put my blinker on, we're gonna go right in between these cones because it's a Civic and it's very maneuverable. We're gonna whip this turn right here, and we're gonna put this vehicle back where we found it. So big congratulations again if you had it. That's an LX right there. Again, I have a video and Platinum White Pearl of the LX. Platinum White Pearl, still the champ, taking over the views. Last year it was Urban Gray Pearl that topped Sonic Gray Pearl. So your settings, what you're going to want to do here is hit the home icon. Then you're going to want to go to your vehicle settings right there. You see that? Check that out. Tire pressure monitoring system calibration. You're going to want to monitor, when you get that low pressure light right there, if your tire's low pressure light comes on, but it doesn't look flat, you're going to just simply calibrate it. Driver assist system setup. ACC forward vehicle detect beep. If there was anybody in front of me, then when I have this on, when I'm using the adaptive cruise control, it'll beep. When someone's in the field of the adaptive cruise control, it'll beep, 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 beep. Lane keeping assist suspension beep. If I was ever in a situation where the lane keeping assist suspended itself, it would beep and let me know, so I could pay a little bit more attention to the road. So this is a traffic sign recognition display. So when I pass by something, it's going to put right here. It's going to put the picture of that traffic sign right there. Okay, and then you also have a speed limit warning. So if you want to make sure that your speed limit there, this is a protective screen over here. So just trying to like tell you that that's what that is. I'm still trying to figure out how to get this off my wife's, and when I do, I'll let y'all know. Anyhow, let's turn the lights on there. See, that's why I don't have the lights on. Anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and go back. So home and back are gonna be your best friends. Okay, so just make good buddies and relationships with them. Keyless access setup, your door unlock mode. You notice how when I went to go unlock the door, I put my hand in the handle. Well, what I can do is do all doors. So when I put my hand in the handle, now all doors will unlock. So let's go ahead and put that back to the driver door. There are a lot of single drivers when we come here. Okay. Remote start. You notice how I did the remote start? Well, you can turn the remote start feature off and then lock out prevention, excuse me. And then lastly, this is also your personalized settings worksheet. So make sure when you're buying your new Honda, you make sure you tell that Honda professional you wanted your personalized settings worksheet, even if it's a certified pre-owned vehicle, by golly. Shift from park. I do that automatically for safety features. Basically, what you don't want to do is be at an ATM machine, right? Okay. And then you're trying to reach out and get all your ATM machines. So at this point, you're probably hanging this much out the door while you're trying to do all this. While you're doing that, if you don't have it on shift to park, who's behind you? So shift to park is going to help you take care of all that right there. I strongly recommend you check that out. Walkway auto lock. As soon as I think have I filmed this? If so, hey, let's do a part 2 and a highly detailed version of it. Walkway auto lock. When you get out of the car, after you turn the car off, you're gonna get out of the car there. Once you get out, you're gonna close the door. It's gonna beep, and when you walk away, it's gonna automatically lock. Walkway auto lock. So there it is. That is a full review. You got to see your eco, your sport, your settings, your pricing, what the outside looks like, what the new interior on the inside looks like, and you also got to see what is new for 2026, what's carried over, like these back tail lights from 2025, and what's new for all Hondas 2026, that Civic sport badging, that touring badging, and then this one right here as well. So please, give me a subscribe there. Go ahead and hit a like. Share this with somebody who you know might have this vehicle, thinking about getting this vehicle, and let them know your favorite ball guy's here. Not going nowhere. It's been a while, but it's been quite a rough. It's been a great year and it's been a rough year at the same time. So thank you, everybody, once again. It means a lot, and I'll see y'all on the next video.